previous session, we were discussing about the data frames. Under Pandas, we are discussing about data frames. And in the data frames, I have shown how to access the CSV file. And in the CSV file, how we can access the particular column and how we can see the NAN data and how we can remove that NAN data. So those type of things we have seen. And today let us see few more details regarding the NAN. And we have seen how to see all the how to do the sum of the data and mean of the data. That means it's nothing but a mean of the data. Okay, so now let us see few more regarding the data frames. Data frames is one of the important thing in AI, where we will use to manipulate the data or to replace the data, so that it can get processed. Okay, so let me import Pandas as PD. And let me import OS, import numpy as np. Okay, let me run this. So it is there already. Let me take another code where we using Pandas pd dot read CSV, and here we will take the CSV file. Okay, this is the data what we had in this California test, and let us see the train small. Let me take this one, copy. So the zeros and ones. These are also all having zeros, but we need NAN data. Let me see. Yeah, this one. Let us insert this. Okay, sample this one. Let's take this file. Yes, we need some NAN related data. Okay, these are NAN related data here. Okay, so here so here if you see, we had NAN data. So here what we are trying to do is we want to drop the NAN data We want to drop the NaN data, and we want to see how we can access, how we can manipulate that data. So for that, I'm going to give that data to the data frames here. So I gave that data to DataFrame. DataFrame is one of the concept in Python to read the data, data frames. Okay, so here let me take one more, and in DataFrame, let us read one column first. df here. Let's take one column. So what is the command that we use to read only the column names? To read only the column names. So what we can do is df dot columns. df dot columns. So it has to give the only the columns. So these are all the columns in that particular data frame. And here, let us take the names. Let us take the names, and we'll see how many NaNs are there. df dot df of name. Okay. Here we have two NaNs. We have two NaNs here. Okay. So we have two NaNs. So if we want to remove those NaNs, what we can do is we can drop the NaNs. We can drop the NaNs. How we can drop the NaN? So in order to drop the NaN, what we can do is df dot drop NA. We had an option NA, and in which column we want to drop? We want to drop in the column name. The column name. This is not square brackets. This is normal braces. So this is important here. When we are giving multiple values, then we will go for the square braces within the parenthesis. This is the drop in. So this has to be df the okay. So we need to read the value, and then we can drop the value. First we need to read the value. So df of name dot drop NA. Drop NA. So if you run this, okay. So if you see here, there won't be any data here. Everything was dropped. In the same way, if we are going to use, if we want to, if you want to drop any NA, you want to drop any NA in the particular whole data. Let's say here, right? The whole DF with the name, age, department, salary, with any data. So that for that also we have an option here, like where you can go and give df dot drop NA, df dot drop NA, how is equal to all. how is equal to all. Df drop NA how is equal to. Let us refer here. Drop NA. Axis is equal to 1. Let's see. See, it is dropping. In ID, there is no any NAs, so it dropped everything there. Okay, so like this, what we can do, we can drop the NA data by using data frames. In the same way, in the same way, what we can do is we can replace the data as well. In data frames, we can replace the data or only the particular column alone, to drop the particular column row NA, where we cannot update a NA with a new value, where we cannot update new data, any new data with the NA value. There we can do a update using the subset. We had an option called subset. So using the subset, we can the values. So how we can do is df dot one second. So df drop NA, df dot drop NA, and in that we are using subset. Subset is equal to the column name. Column name I'm giving a name. Column name I'm giving name. Okay. So if you see here, in this there is no NAs now. There are no NAs because using this one, using subset is equal to name, what I'm able to do, I'm able to drop all the NAs. No need to take any, no need to think about that. So I'm able to drop NAs here. There are no NAs here anymore. Okay. So, but what it is doing, it is going to remove the complete row. Complete row it is going to delete. Complete row it is going to delete. See here, we have at the row number 7, we have NA. Row number 7, we had NA. But now with this subset is equal to NA, subset is equal to name. So there is no row number 7 here. The row number 7 itself, it got deleted. So with this command, what it will do, it will remove the NAs, but complete row will get deleted. Okay, but thing is, I don't want to delete the row. I want to keep the row, and I want to keep the row with some different value, because it is deleting the whole row. There are other columns here which data is there, so that also will get removed. So I don't want to remove that whole array, whole row. I want to give the data with only that particular NA column place alone. I want to replace with something. So for that, in the data frames, we have one option. We have one option where we can where we can where we can replace the data. Where we can replace the data. So how we can replace the data? df, we have an option df dot replace df dot replace df dot replace here the old value and the new value. So first let me display what is the df is having. So this df is having this one 7. At the 7 we have na, at the 11 we have na. So what I want to do is df dot replace the old value with the na value. I mean the nan values I want to replace with nan value. I want to replace with some numerical value or some value I want to replace. So I want to replace with the skill builder. With skill builder. So let me execute this. It is not defined. Okay. So let me take some particular column. Yeah. So non-n is yeah. I'm going to replace without name. Nan we will check. I'll let you know. But if you want to replace any particular values, right, in a particular value, what we can do, we can replace that by using the replace function. Let's say here user 20 is there, so that user 20 is replaced with 100 here. So either way, you if you want to replace that 100 with username, let's say 100. I want to replace with skill builder. Skill builder. Okay, that is a numerical value. This is a string value. So there is a ambiguity is coming here. I think because of that. No, it's okay. Yeah, so here I did a modification here. I did a modification here sometime back, like 100 to skill builder. But thing is, I have not saved that one. This is very important. Is you are replacing the value, but you did not save that one. If even if you run now, it is showing the user 20, but user 20 I replaced it with 100 sometime back, but I did not save that one. So how to save that one? So let me modify the user 20. Let me modify user 20 to skill builder. User 20 to skill builder. Let me run this one. So here skill builder is there. Fine. Now again, if you run df, the old value will come. The old value only will come. See, user 20 is coming. User 20 is coming. What we did, we updated here, but it did not, it did not updated the data frame. Exactly, it did not update the data frame. How to make that update in the data frame is in place is equal to true. In place is equal to true. So then only it will update. In place is equal to true. You need to give comma here. The value is trying to be set on copy of data frame or series through the chain assignment using the in place method. So the behavior will change in Panda 3.0. This in place method will never work because intermediate objects on which we are setting values always behave as a copy. So for example, what it is telling, dot method value is equal to true. Try using different value column value in place 2 or df column method value instead to perform the operation in place on the original object. But let me run. Yeah, it got updated. It's a kind of warning. You can ignore that one, but it updated. How it worked? How it worked is I gave in place. I gave in place. Because of the in place, it is able to update the value. It's able to save the value. Okay. Yeah, we'll stop here, guys. We'll continue tomorrow with the more extension with the data frames. Okay. Thank you.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.